recording.
We'll do it live.
I don't even know what episode we're on, but welcome to episode 60-something, 64 of Ripping the Rack podcast. I am your dumbass host, Tim. With me, fact.
The dumbass, yeah.
With me today, I will start with the guy that's not here. He is on vacation. Coastal Crusader, Mr. Brian Athern, is enjoying some time away with his wife and child and family and all that good stuff. So have a great vacation, Brian. We'll see you when you get back. He is back on the bottom.
Oh,
Marky
no.
Vince. Yeah, Marky, you're back on the bottom, buddy. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Under that guy? Oh, God.
Just when I thought I flipped that card over and I didn't have to come out anymore. I guess
No, you're
goddamn on the bottom
bottom
tonight again. That's all right. It's still just good to be here anyway.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Got one of my best buddies in the chat here tonight. This is gonna be
I know. I'm right here.
I'm right
Not
here.
you.
Oh,
Not
no,
you.
wait.
Not you. Not either of you two fuckers.
What?
So, on top today, he is our King of the North, Mr. Calvin Locke. Calvin, how you doing, buddy?
Loving it on top. Great night. Good night.
The
Red
uncrowned
Sox are
king.
playing,
Let's put
but
it
they
this way.
lost. Yeah.
The uncrowned king.
The uncrowned
Self-proclaimed.
king.
Until I see a crown, it's completely self-proclaimed.
Okay.
Bullshit, as far as I'm concerned.
And with us today is a special, and I mean special guest, old dumpy arm himself, Freshy, Nick Zuffelato. Hey.
Zuffelato. Hi.
Zuffelato.
Yes,
I don't give a
Zuffelato.
shit what your name is.
Dumpy
Maybe.
mouth.
It
Gelato.
doesn't
It's
matter what your
Zuffelato.
name
It
is.
doesn't matter what your
Doesn't
name is.
matter what your name is.
Freshy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great, you know.
It doesn't matter
I
how
could
you
be-
are.
I could be watching The Sopranos, but instead I'm getting yelled at by Calvin. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
life is great right now.
Good,
Life is
good.
great.
Well, it's great right now, but we haven't started our hard-hitting investigative journalist type questions, which are coming down the line.
Wait, we do
So-
that?
We do today.
We do important shit like that?
Oh, we are today.
Yeah.
All right.
absolutely.
All right. Let me get my Google machine out so I know how to ask some questions later.
Yeah.
All of our shit.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
I did mental warm-ups and everything.
Nice. So we're actually going to start right in with some tournaments. So I have one result to talk about. The only tournament I can think of that's been around was the 85% handicap 10 stringer at Spare Time. Where is Spare Time? Where is that? I don't know where Spare Time is. Whitensville or
Whitensville,
Yeah,
Mass.
so-
Yeah, it's out
Whitensville.
west. Much
Okay.
out west in Mass. Yep. Nice place.
About like
nice
an
place.
hour and a half from Boston or so, give or take.
okay. Congratulations to one Mr. Richie Myrick for taking that down. He was 1198 scratch, 1308 handicap. The $350 double strike pool was split by Jason Gothard Jr. and Joe Gallarini. No one hit the perfect game. So I believe Richie took home a smooth $830 on that win yesterday.
There you go.
So that's
A couple car payments right there.
a nice little payout. I think they had 37 or 38 entries. Which
Yo, not
again,
bad for a 10 stringer in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
Not
Nope.
bad.
Nope.
Yeah.
Freshy, you didn't bowl, did you?
No, I did the scratch one they did in June, I think. 'Cause
Okay.
They had a scratch 10 stringer. It's a nice house, honestly. I mean, pretty fair pin action. That was the one that's Jeff Surratt just blew everybody out of the water.
Okay.
But yeah, nice house. The owners are really nice. We're actually, not to make a plug or a
Well, hold on.
premature
No,
plug, but
don't stop there. Don't go. Don't go premature yet, Freshy. Even though we know that's
Right,
the
no.
nature. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll let you talk about. We'll let you talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll let.
So walk-
You thought this was going to actually be a real interview, didn't you,
Yeah.
Reggie?
Yeah.
We'll get
we're
to that
not
when we
good.
talk Pro Series. We'll
Yeah.
let you talk that. So Richie, congratulations, buddy. Good bowling. I know you had a pretty big back. You had a pretty good run in there. I think 4, 5, and 6. Well, actually 5 through 8 was 30s and 40s. So it's good bowling. Upcoming tournaments. we are getting to that point where the calendar and the schedule will be full.
Amen.
We have coming up, we have Alita Lanes has their third leg of the Triple Crown series. That is a 20 stringer coming up on Saturday, August 21st. Not sure the start time. I believe it's, sometime in that 9 or 10 a.m. time frame. We'll get more information on that. But contact Alita Lanes, contact Lexi over there, and let's see if we can get that. Did we lose Freshy?
No,
He's still here. He
he's-
shut his
he's-
camera
He's
off.
on his phone. He turned it
I'm
off.
making notes. Just bear with
Oh
me.
my God! You didn't do this
You can't-
before we started.
Yeah, you can't.
Nope.
You have to make notes with a pen, you goober.
Oh my
Yeah, that's what I'm
God!
doing now.
Oh, my
What
goodness.
Ah.
a fucking rookie move!
Yeah,
Ah.
on his phone, gets out of the friggin' app, so then we don't have a video. Now we can't
Just
see his ugly
relax,
face.
It's fine. You don't need
Actually,
to see
this
it.
makes the show
it's-
better. This makes
Actually,
the
it
show
does.
better.
It does make it better because we can't
We
see
don't have
him.
to look at him. We
That's
just have
what
to
I
listen
mean.
to him.
So anyway,
Yeah,
so
that's
Lita Lane's 20
painful.
stringer in Nashua, Saturday, August 21st, which you can use that to warm up for the so-called international mixed doubles tournament. Can't really call it international yet because I don't know if the border will be open enough. It's going to be close.
Should be.
I know, but it's going to be close.
Yeah.
That is at 1710 Bowling Center in Augusta, Maine on Saturday, August 28th and Sunday, August 29th. That is a scratch mixed doubles tournament, marathon style. You got your round robin portion, then you go right into the playoffs on Sunday, late morning, early afternoon. Usually a great time, great turn. Oh shit, he's back. Yeah. So sign up. Reach out to Mona Lamar. Reach out to 1710 Sports Center, Bowling Center. I don't know what it's. I can't ever remember if it's called. It used to be called 1710 Sports Center, but I think it may be called 1710 Bowling Center. I just can't remember. Reach out to them. Get signed up. I think last I knew they had something 20, 22, 24 entries, somewhere in that range. It'd be pretty cool to get up to 32 entries. That way you have two divisions of 16, you bowl 15 strings, then you go right into the round robin. Freshy, you're bowling, right? You signed up. Nice.
I am.
Nice. You just want to pay.
Nice.
You just want to pay me now, or
No.
Oh, you're actually gonna bowl?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, and then.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I anticipate having you pay me, but.
Okay.
We'll cross that bridge when the time comes.
All right.
You guys will both average 113 and be very happy.
No.
Really?
No, this is at Augusta. Trust me, I am not averaging 113. Neither is Freshy.
I was gonna say if I do that there, then I'm just quitting. So.
Oh God, please average 113.
I know. I'm hoping he does. ABL.
ABL, don't forget the
Hashtag ABL.
Mark, are you bowling?
I am not. No, I'm
Okay.
kind of taking the summer off from all the tournaments.
Oh.
With the amount that I'm working and do stuff at the lanes from September to May with the family and stuff like that, I kind of just chilling for the summertime, spending more time with the kids and family. I love the tournaments. Don't get me wrong. I miss doing a lot of them, but family's getting older and things like that. So I kind of laid off a little tiny bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Such as things,
Yeah.
He'll get old enough, fast enough where I can kick him out of the house and I can go back to doing the shit I used to love.
Have you bowled in this tournament before, haven't you?
I bowled in the very first one that they had at Augusta.
Okay.
I bowled with Melissa a long time ago. Her and I used to bowl mixed doubles, everything, before she hurt her knee again. This may be a little selfish. This might sound weird, but I kind of lost interest in a lot of the mixed doubles events. I used to bowl with my wife a lot.
Yeah.
And we were some husband-wife partners can bowl and they're cohesive. Others cannot. Melissa and I were very, very good together. We never argued. We never got on each other's backs. We had a lot of success bowling with each other. So once she stopped bowling, she hurt her knee and it's been like kind of permanent. Like she's kind of done on, the high level side of things on the ladies. Like she's bowled, little fun rinky dink league here at Riverwalk here and there. But as far as anything big like that, I really haven't done anything in years. on a mixed doubles level.
Yeah.
But
Fair
it
enough.
is, for anybody that's in the tournament and going to be bowling, it is such a good time. There are so many shenanigans, very high scores. Like the place is just set up for prime events. You know what I mean? You have a great viewing area out in the back where people can look down on the lanes. The pinfall is primo. I took your house record there, Tim. So I really, really thoroughly enjoy bowling there a lot.
Yeah, we all like it, especially when we mute Marky.
Oh God, we're getting into this. Listen,
No,
could do this.
that's my only one.
We could do
That's
this, but
it.
we can't mute Nick because he's not smart enough to take it off. So
That's true.
we gotta leave that.
Sorry, Marky.
Mark, you gotta unmute yourself. Oh, we're turning video now. Oh, perfect. Turn it the other way so at least we can see the pins. Oh,
you want to unmute yourself though so we can hear you?
We don't
That'd be
need
nice.
to hear him.
Well, it'd be nice.
I don't think he knows how.
Oh, well, he used to know how.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
you
wasn't
guys.
us. Hey, don't fuck us. Fuck him.
No, to hell with Tim.
You did.
And to hell with you for helping him. Look, you guys gave my boy Freshy a ton of shit. You guys, I'm going to have you collecting money from me. So, Tim, really one of the only things I really do have on you is that you used to have a house record, and then a mask guy came into your backyard and vaporized it.
You did.
Move on.
You did.
207?
207? Nice job. Hey, that's a great string. I don't mind losing a record to someone that's thrown a bigger 200. I had a 190. I had a 198.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I had
that beat before the last box.
Oh, really? So you really didn't do shit in the last box?
Actually, no, that's true. I was 199.
So you really donkeyed the last box?
So you really donkeyed
I was 199 and I was 199 in a ball, and Freshy's falling over. There we go.
Don't worry, I got it.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see this on YouTube. I'm gonna get
he won't be able to get back up.
There we go.
God.
Now I got
Everybody,
it.
take your Dramamine. Take your Dramamine now.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long show.
Yeah.
We have some Canadian tournaments coming up.
I know.
We're getting into it.
Hold on. I'm getting
you're getting off the rails. I'm trying to bring us back.
I got two more. We got the Alfie has announced call it a TV qualifying, but it's really the internet qualifying. Candlepins for Cancer at Academy Lanes, Sunday, September 19th at 11 a.m. That will be a 5-string qualifier. More information to come. And then the last one, right off the top of my head, before we jump into Canadian stuff, Outrun the Bear singles at Millis is Saturday, September 25th. Can't remember the time. I want to say 10 a.m. typically.
I think it's
9 a.m.
Is it 9 a.m.?
Almost all those tournaments down there, he starts them at like 9 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
either way, 9 or 10.
Sign up. I am making the trek down to Millis, so someone will get my donation when we're down there. And Brian Athern is coming down. He and I are coming down together for that. So
I bet you he beats you by like 3 rounds. I bet you he lasts he's gonna last like 3 rounds longer than you.
That's easy though. Like, come on.
I know. That's why I'm saying. I'm just letting Timmy know what's gonna happen. I'm like Nostradamusing this shit.
Okay. All right. Calvin, what do you got for Canadian tournaments?
All right. So first off, we got Corey's King of the Hill. That we started during / middle of COVID, and then stuff got shut down, so they had to stop it. And he wants to start it back up again, right where it left off. He hasn't picked a date yet, but we're looking at September 12th or 19th. If you haven't, I guess, started, you're kind of behind the 8 ball because we're 3 rounds in. So your averages and points and stuff like that, because he's doing points once a month. But still, you come sign up. You don't have to pay the registration. It's $40 a bowler, and it's handicapped. So
what
come on down.
Where's it happening
at Kingswood?
At Kingswood? Excellent.
Yes, at Kingswood. His once a month at Kingswood. So he does the King of the Hill, and it's a lot of fun. I think I'm averaging like 108 so far.
Fresh, you want to go? We should go.
Yeah,
I'm in.
We should go. If we can get up there, we should go.
I haven't been to Kingswood since
2015.
Since we had the Dave Stewart. No,
Oh.
the Dave Stewart. Yeah, that was
That was
was
the
the year
coldest. That was the coldest friggin' day on the face of the earth,
Yeah, it was. I remember.
and we
that
all
day.
wore
That was-
shorts because we're all stupid.
Well,
I don't remember that day.
I mean,
Oh my
was the
god, that
last
was so
time-
cold. That was the
you
last
bowled
time.
you bowled with Craig and Nate Lee's Calvin.
Oh God, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
2000, like 17 or something, 2017 or 18, something like that. It's the last one he's had.
No, the
I
last
think
one he
yeah,
had was
no.
at the last one he had was at the Bolladrome.
Yeah.
Bowled,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
We didn't go to
was
that.
at the
We didn't go to
club
that
one.
one.
Yeah,
Last one I was up there
and,
for
and
was
the one
17.
and the one
I was there.
before that I think was canceled. So I think we're looking like
2016, maybe.
16.
16.
Yeah, I think we're looking
It
like
was-
5 years ago now.
It was cold.
Yeah, that was a long. Yeah, that was
Very, very cold.
a long time ago.
It was a fun tournament. I missed that tournament.
I
Yeah,
know.
wicked.
I'm hoping he can get it back up again once
What
all
else
this
you got, Calvin?
crap goes away. We have our first Nova Scotia mixed tournament. It is already full. So
Nice.
Awesome.
yeah,
Sweet.
and it's not until September 25th and 26th. It's a mixed open. They still have a little bit of restrictions. I don't know how it's going to be come September. So maybe if they get a wait list, they'll be able to throw more teams in, get 16, 17, 18, whatever it is. But right now they're only allowing 14, only allowing 6 people per team, 3 guys, 2 girls, and obviously a sub, whichever you want, guy or girl. But 3 guys and 2 girls have to be in the roster at whatever present time while you're bowling. And yeah, 2-day tournament. It is full. Lots of Nova Scotia teams, 2 New Brunswick teams, myself and Josh LeBlanc. We're throwing teams in, but yeah, all the rest are Nova Scotia. So
Awesome though. Just good to see it getting back up and running, man.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
So, I suppose we should get right into our special guest.
do we have to?
Because yeah.
Yes, we do. This is
Do we have
important.
anything else?
Thi-
Can we
this
can we
is
get
an
other
important
things
man.
to get off track
We have-
with?
We have brought in an important man into our chat right now. I think he deserves his time to speak. I definitely think he deserves his time to speak.
I like Marky a lot, man.
I love
don't
you,
like-
bro. I got your back 100%
Love
in this
you.
call. 100%, dude. By the
Thank
way,
God.
it's up to full at this point. The whole chub full. The whole chub.
I don't even
I'm
know
like
what to say
frickin'
anymore.
Tim, I
Like
think we need to
titanium
change
rod
channels.
over here.
Titanium rod.
So, first question, Freshy. First question right out of the gate.
Oh, no.
Why'd you blow off my party?
Oh,
right, never
You told me you had to work. You told me you had to
Which I
work.
did.
You got
I
out of
did.
work at noon.
Oh,
Yeah.
You had a place to stay.
A 4-hour drive, though.
It's not 4
Oh.
hours.
It was.
Oh, so it's
Nothing
okay.
either.
It's okay for me to
Time
drive
out.
down there.
Hold on. Time out. Now, time out here. Do you understand that I'd have to get into the death vehicle with Josh Daly, too? 4 hours in that thing?
I'm just saying. He made it up.
He's up there
Deathmobile.
alive.
He made it up okay.
Or did he?
He did.
Gosh, I love him.
Or did he?
He did. He
Obviously, he did.
Well,
matter of fact-
how do you know? Do you know that if maybe it wasn't his car? Maybe he had to get another one because he ruined his other one from.
I don't know. What does he
poopy
normally?
driving?
What does he normally drive?
His poopy driving.
He drives a
Yeah.
Jeep.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was what he brought.
We're now at the G-rated
All right,
12-year-old
so-
program here.
So I'm just
It
saying.
was a fake car then. It was a fake.
I'm
I get
just
it. I
saying.
know what he did.
People
It was-
made it up from down that way, but I get snaps from Freshy saying, "Dude, I got to work. I can't make it." I'm like, "Dude, no problem. I understand." And then the guy has the audacity to snap me that he's getting a massage.
Well, see
Oh.
Yeah,
Was that the Bob Kraft special?
No,
It was the Bob Caleri special. It's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
It was,
Little
yeah, that
sweetheart
was pretty-
needs a
that was-
massage.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, I fell asleep on the massage table and
Okay.
took a little.
I'm happy
cat
that
nap.
that you could celebrate your friends' special times by blowing off, shit. That's okay. I'm over it though. I'm good.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
So Freshy, talk to us a little bit about Pro Series that's coming up.
Yeah, so we're coming back full swing this season. I'm very excited about it. Obviously, last year we had the COVID challenges. We were only able to run the playoff event from the 2019 to 2020 season, which is great. We got that out of the way. But so we're kicking off this season on 9/11. It's a doubles knockout at Ballarama in Portsmouth. So the schedule that we had this year is kind of similar to what we did a couple of years ago. There's a lot of returning houses, a lot of returning events at kind of the same houses. We sprinkled in a couple new houses though, which is awesome. I'll go through the schedule, and there's a couple, like I said, that are welcoming us with open arms. So I'm excited about that. But anyway, so first event, doubles knockout, Portsmouth, Ballarama. We have qualifying shifts at noontime and 2:00. The exciting thing is we've already filled up the 2:00 shift. I think that filled up in, I don't even know, maybe like 4 or 5 hours. I mean, and we're more than a month away from it, which is awesome. I've been saying to a lot of people that I think this is going to be one of the most successful years for the Pro Series. And I hope I'm right with the hunch, just because, we were all cooped up inside for the past year for the most part. People hopefully want to go out and enjoy this great game and help us get the Pro Series back to what it was before COVID too. So I'm hoping we see, if we get the same amount of members that we did a couple of years ago, I'll be thrilled. If we get more, obviously that's just a bonus for me. But hopefully we can get about 50 members for the Pro Series. I mean, right now we have, I think, 33, 34 teams signed up for the doubles event. So right there's over 60 guys right there. I'm really hoping, like I said, I got a lot of high hopes for this year, especially with how fast it's filling up too. There's no reason why, we can't have good quality. I get an applause for that. I'm rambling, but I'm very optimistic that we're going to have a successful year. But do you mind if I run through the schedule of events?
No, right, absolutely. Run
cool.
through, and then make sure you give contact info so people can reach out and sign up, that type of stuff. So
make sure you let us know when the main stop is too, because I can make it down for that one.
There's a couple New Hampshire stops, but there's no main stops. But
really, there's no main stops?
No.
Huh?
No.
Oh my God! Color me shocked that there's no main stops.
Freshy, Tim has been practicing that rant on this show for the last 3 months.
Yeah.
So you got completely, in the wrestling world, like they say, worked into coming onto this show and getting destroyed by that.
That's okay.
So, Freshy,
I can handle it though.
Actually, this is a serious question, and we can discuss it once you go down through the list of places. But something to think about is, how come is there a particular reason why we don't get at least one stop up in Maine? And I know you're not coming to Augusta. I know you're not coming to Bangor because, just because you filled Augusta the last time the Pro Series was there, you had a whole bunch of people say, oh, that was too far to drive. But yet they want us to drive down for all their tournaments. So explain to me what we need to do up here to get like a Pro Series stop, something.
Yeah. It's not necessarily like anything that needs to be done. It's just historically. So ever since I've been involved with the Pro Series committee, so I think I'm on like my 5th or 6th year being involved with it, whatever. We've just always had low attendance at these events up in Maine. I think the last event that we had since I've been a part of the committee, it was Colonial Lanes, the 10-stringer. And I think we only had like 30-something guys show up for that, and I understand, like, at Central Park, we get 40 to 50 or whatever. But those extra bowlers, it adds up too, Now, I will say we've had events at like Big 20 in the past, and that's definitely something that I should reconsider, just because, it's not that long of a drive to Big 20, and they've held us in the past a couple times, I believe. It's mostly I guess my train of thought is keeping it kind of down here just because it's where the bulk of the bowlers are, Not saying that,
So it's a mass pro series then.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I think, Freshy, I'm giving
But
you shit. We've had
I
this
know,
conversation.
I'm trying to
We have had
weasel it
this
out of it,
conversation
yeah.
before.
You're putting this kid on the spot,
I-
10,000%
I'm ready, man.
right
No,
now.
I
Yeah.
am, and
Like
Freshy
I
knew
told you,
this
he's
was,
been practicing this shit.
and
for
he
months.
knew
I
this
knew
was
this was
coming. He
coming.
knew
Oh,
when I
he
asked
knew
him
it
to
was
be on that I was not going to be. He knows I love Freshy. Everybody knows I love the guy. Maybe not like to the point Marky. I
Love
don't
him.
have a full chub right now, but
Titanium
I-
rod.
yeah. No, so
I think
we can
mine
talk
shriveled
because
back up.
I do think I think that there are more people from Maine now that would bowl that may not have in the past.
Right.
There
right.
seemed to be more of an interest in these types of tournaments. So if there was something that was even Big 20, that might get a few more of the guys from Bangor that would come down, from Augusta that would come down. Even the mid coast, you could probably get a few that comes down. Just a thought. I obviously not for this year, but just saying.
Yeah, and again, I mean, yeah, it's mostly just kind of the travel and the location thing too, and just based off of my level of exposure to hosting these events with the attendance that we get. So, I mean, again, too, we want to make sure we're picking locations where we're gonna draw the big crowd. We want to get people through the door too. So,
No, absolutely.
Again, it would be challenging, especially where membership isn't where it used to be.
Mhm.
Like when they had events in Augusta before. I mean, you average probably 80 to 100 guys showing up for an event. Obviously, that's not the case anymore. Except that with the exception of the double events. I mean, I would say the doubles events; those are always going to be popular, no matter what.
Those are huge. It doesn't matter if it's here in Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and
Yep.
I know Canada doesn't do a lot of 10-string double events or those types of things.
Most all teams events up north.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
But just thinking that, and we can talk off air about, I had an idea, a once a year type, get some guys from Canada, whatever, and do it in either Augusta or Bangor or something like that, kind of meet halfway. But I also don't want to impose on Baker's idea of a Ryder Cup style tournament either.
So yeah, I forgot he was talking to me about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea. I can't wait for that.
And
I can't wait for that.
And we are going to have Baker on here sometime in the next couple of weeks, so he can really expound on it and we can talk about it.
Nice.
So I'm sorry, Freshy.
No, it's all right. I got sidetracked anyway. But yeah. So anyway, so Pro
Schedule.
Series.
Schedule.
Yes,
Yeah.
We're gonna go over the Pro Series schedule. So tournament fees staying the same. So it's still $65 for each tournament, with the exception of the 10 stringer. The 10 stringer is $100, but each event is $65 per bowler. There's always optional side pools at $10 a pool, with a high single pool, which pays out per game. We also do a high series for individual qualifiers too, which again is another $10 optional side pool. Usually, depending on how many bowlers we get for the high series, we'll pay out the top 4 or 5 bowlers. And then membership fees too. So for those that don't know how the Pro Series works, what we do is we do a cumulative point total per season for the Pro Series. So what I mean by that is, depending on how you finish per event, you're going to accumulate points. So if you go into, we'll just use the first event as an example. If you go in, you roll a 700, you're the top individual qualifier, you're going to get the highest amount of points for that. So I think it's like 300 points. Now, if you get second place, you're going to get 250 points, and you get the idea. It's a descending numerical values based on the qualifying round. So if you move on to the knockout rounds, in this case, you'll also get points for that as well. So if you qualify, if you're one of the top, I think we're probably, if we get 40 teams for this one, we'll do probably top 24 with the top 8 teams getting a bye. But what'll happen is if you move on to the elimination or the knockout rounds, you'll get more points based off of that. So the further you go into the knockout or elimination rounds, the more points you will accumulate there. So it's the same concept. If you finish first in the tournament, you're going to accumulate another 300 points or whatever. So there's plenty of ways to get plenty of points, and obviously you don't need to win every single tournament to get into the playoffs for the Pro Series. So what we've done for the playoffs is we've done the top 24 bowlers with the highest point values that they've accumulated through these tournaments. They're going to be invited to a free tournament, which is playoffs, and it's just a knockout style bracket. So you'll have, again, your top 8 will get the bye round into whatever it is, the next round or whatever, and you'll have your 13th seed bowl, your 24th seed, 14th bowl, 20 or 23rd, and so on and so forth. But that explains it in a sense. It's all optional if you want to be a member. It's $75 for your membership fee. But again, too, if you do qualify for the playoffs, it's a free tournament. And what we've done in the past is you walk through the door. If you don't get a bye round, you're still walking out with, I think, $50. So you get money.
You almost get your money back if you make the playoffs, basically.
Yes.
And speaking from, God, I just can't get comfortable today.
Where are the playoffs this year?
So I'll stop getting sidetracked and just run through the schedule real quick with everybody.
Okay.
I just wanted to explain how the Pro Series works, just for people that might not be familiar with it. But so our first event, we have September 11th, Portsmouth. It's doubles knockout. The qualifying shifts are at 12 and noontime. I still have plenty of availability for the noontime shift, and I will open up a 10 a.m. shift if we fill both shifts. I would absolutely love that. So there's my plug for people to come sign up. The next event after that is the singles knockout. So that's going to be at Spare Time in Whitensville. So the bowling center that just hosted that 10-stringer 85% handicap, they're going to be hosting this event. So because it's a little bit smaller of a bowling alley, we had to spread out the qualifying rounds, and we're going to have 3 bowlers per lane instead of 2 bowlers, as the traditional values or whatever. But shift times for that are 11 and 2 o'clock. That's October 17th. Then we're going to go into November 28th for the Central Park 10-stringer. That has 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Shifts. There's no qualifying rounds. It's just come in, bowl your 10 strings, and the person with the highest pinfall is going to be declared the winner. The event after that is January 8th. That is the random draw teams, and that's going to be at Exeter Lanes. So the shift times for that are 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock. And then we're going to move on to February 5th. So that's going to be Leda Lanes doubles elimination. Qualifying rounds are at 11 and 1. We're going to go to March 5th, which is the singles elimination. I didn't write down the times for that. I don't know why, but I will have that information on the flyer. And the playoffs, that's going to be April 2nd at 10 a.m. at Timber Lanes.
Oh.
That's
where literally the best bowler will be decided. That place is not an easy place to throw a ball at.
No. And so Josh Daly and I bowled there for our first round of New England knockout doubles, and I thought it was a very fair house. Beautiful bowling alley, beautiful bar. The owner's extremely friendly. His name is John. I forget his last name, but great guy, and he was so eager to take on a tournament. He wants to do a lot of things for the candlepin community. So if you haven't checked out Timber Lanes, I highly recommend it. I didn't get to try the food there, but I mean, the bar was beautiful, great drinks, great atmosphere, everything. And I went there at peak when COVID was at its peak, and I still had a great time there. So, but yeah, that's the schedule of events. I think I've neglected to mention that the singles elimination is at Woburn, I believe. Again, I have to double check that. I don't know why I didn't write that down, but it's stupid me. So
I was just actually looking for your original post on Candlepin Chat.
Right here.
I think it was Candlepin Chat.
It's Millis. I'm sorry, Millis.
Oh, so Woburn doesn't have one this year.
No.
That's too bad. I like Woburn.
Yeah.
You're not going anyways, Tim. It's too far to travel.
Well, herein lies the problem is that I'm willing to travel, unlike my counterparts from Massachusetts.
Well,
but whatever. That's where the tournaments are. I got to go where the tournaments are.
That's right.
Yes, you do. That's right.
I do.
You're Tim Matero. You have to.
No, you can say it, Freshy. You don't have to. You don't have to like edit your words.
Dance around here. I like it.
Yeah.
You're Tim fucking Matero here, so
That's right.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
I do. Speaking from someone that bowled in the Pro Series sparingly in the past, meaning when it was in Augusta, I'd bowl, and I'd bowl a few others, maybe Portsmouth, something like that. The last full year they have, I did join for the first time. I did not bowl all the events. I bowled enough to get enough points to qualify, and I pick and chose the tournaments where I felt I might bowl the best. Fun times. There really are. They're great tournaments.
It is.
The committee itself. I might have some few choice words for a few of them, Freshy, but
all of them.
He's not going to stop, bro. The whole rest of the show is going to
be. It's totally fine.
No, I'm good. I got my one dig in. Right here it said, "How come not in Maine?" And Calvin brought it up. So I'm good. I got my dig in.
This isn't the end of it. Come on now.
No, it's not. You know it.
I'd be disappointed if you don't have anything else.
I don't need anything else. You already feel bad enough about, leaving the best team and going to, Anyway.
I told you it wasn't over. It's not going to stop.
Hashtag
ABL.
Hashtag ABL.
Hashtag.
Just because you wanted to go.
You want me to click on my shirt? I
Just-
can show you.
Just because you wanted to go carry
just around
Surratt
the corner.
balls. I mean, hey, you want to carry balls? Feel free.
He doesn't have those, but
I know. Kristen has them.
You don't have to carry them on Saturday. You just leave them in the car.
Freshy, talk about how can people sign up for this stuff?
Yeah, so there's this guy.
We've lost Marky.
I can't.
Gone.
So
There's so much I want to say. I couldn't keep it.
So there's
This is an open forum, Marky.
I know.
There's a Facebook group, Candlepin Pro Series. I know, creative name. And you can go and ask to be a member of that group, and you'll see all our events posted there. But you can reach out to me, Nick Norcross, Nate Lees, or Ali Fournier is going to be joining our committee this year. She's always been awesome with signups in the past. She helps with the day-to-day stuff, doing 50-50s, handling the money. So she is going to be a part of the committee, and very excited to have her a part of it. She's done a great job not being on the committee, so I expect she's going to do just as great of a job being on the committee. But contact any one of us, or if you find those posts that I've been posting on the Facebook groups, you can go comment on that post with your shift time and your partner's name. Again, we only have availability for the noontime shift right now. And if we do fill up the noontime shift, I will open up a 10 a.m. shift. Really like to do that. As much as I hate waking up early, I will gladly spring out of bed if we get a 10 a.m. shift.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like I said, I'm excited to have tournaments back. It started, obviously, it was nice having the mixed teams in June. Would have been a hell of a lot nicer if we were able to have our Canadian friends next year.
Minus Calvin.
Hopefully.
No, I think no. I'm pretty sure I might be one of the only Americans that actually likes Calvin. But
what are you talking about? Freshy loves me.
You're all right until I see your name pop up on my phone, and it's always something about the Giants, and I just don't want to listen to it.
Best team in the league, baby. Best team in the league.
Give it some time here, bud. I told you what's going to happen.
No, it ain't gonna happen, bud.
Okay, all right.
Ain't gonna happen.
Call that denial, but
What, Brady's getting traded? Brady's getting traded back to the Patriots, and they're going to win another Super Bowl?
please
No,
don't
that's
tease
never
me like
gonna
that.
happen.
Please don't tease me. I mean, I'm still rooting for Brady. Don't get me wrong. You guys are gonna hate me when football season rolls around again.
Look, I will say it. I have been a Patriots fan since the late 70s. I am a diehard Pats fan. I did root for Tom Brady. Tom Brady is my all-time favorite Patriot player. So yes, I rooted for him to have a good year last year when the Patriots sucked. Yes, I wanted Brady to win the Super Bowl. Doesn't mean I didn't like the Patriots. Doesn't mean I didn't root for the Patriots. I watched every single game just like I do every year.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Yep. Glad you said it.
Yep. So, Freshy, let's talk a little bit about what's the next step for the New England Knockout.
Yeah, so I'm glad you actually brought that up. So we just concluded the doubles. I think about a month and a half, 2 months ago, whatever. Yep. So obviously that one was another successful tournament. I mean, these tournaments fill up. You guys without you guys, this is nothing. But anyway, I'm rambling on. So what I want to do is I want to run a singles New England Knockout, and my goal is to get signups going within the next week or two. So I've been trying to kind of wait for the Chicha to die down.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know I had, just because again, we don't need any more scheduling conflicts on the calendar, and with the leagues coming back in, I'm hoping, once the summer starts dwindling down, we can hopefully get to 64 bowlers, much like what Cheech got for the Chicha. If we do that, then the prize fund's going to jump up considerably. I mean, 64 guys have never even done that for New England Knockout either. But anyway, my plan is we're going to do singles, 1-versus-1 random draw bracket. And my vision is, like I mentioned earlier, we'll do signups within the next couple weeks, and hopefully kick it off maybe the week after Labor Day. I would probably envision. Cost will still stay the same, $100 per bowler, and per traditional New England Knockout rules, the losing bowler will pay for the strings. So
I love that rule. I love that rule. It makes you bowl harder. It puts a little extra emphasis on the match, not just, if I lose, that sucks. But now if I lose, not only am I out my $100, but I'm out $30 to $35, depending on whatever the house is charging for game.
Are you doing 5-string?
Yes.
10 string?
So
5-string?
It'll be 5 strings, yep, and then the higher total moves on. And it's actually good that you bring that up, Marky, because when I first ran this tournament, well, I can't say because I had a lot of help when I first got this off the ground. But anyway, when we first got this going, it was, bowlers kind of figured it out. But Sean Baker actually brought up the good point, or the good idea. He goes, why don't you just have the loser pay? Because if you think of it, hypothetically, if you win the whole thing, you go 4 rounds, I think it is, or whatever at the time. You go 4 or 5 rounds and you're paying $15-$20 a pop. The winner's going to essentially get less prize money because they've been paying for bowling. So in a sense, if you lose, it's just one and done. You pay your however many or however much, and that's it. It's kind of, I guess, a separate fee, if you will. Plus, too, with the bowlers being in charge of where they bowl, you could go to, someplace like Central Park where they only charge like $3 a game.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be paying less for the strings or whatever the case may be. So
I do the same thing here at Riverwalk. I try to only do $3 a game. I try to entice the guys to come here instead of going some other place that's $4.50 a game. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it ends up averaging up to be an extra $10 out of a guy's pocket. So entice the bowlers to come to you.
We used to do some things almost kind of similar here in Maine, only we did a home and home. It was $100 a man. Usually got 16 guys. Winner got 1,000. Second place got 600. You only paid 2 spots, and it was 20 strings. You bowled 10 strings at your place, 10 strings at their place, and it was head-to-head matches. Now people are like, oh my God, that takes 4+ hours to bowl 10 strings. That's like, no, because you actually bowled head-to-head, meaning I'm on the left, you're on the right with both 5 boxes, then we switch both 5, and you do that all 10 strings. So you're done in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Back then, the proprietors were involved, and most of the times they didn't charge you for the strings because they had side bets going and there was money flying around. Times have changed, just not the same as it was, back in the 90s and early 2000s when we were running this. But it was always fun. It was some of the best matches that I've had were my favorite match of all time. One of my favorite matches was against Chip Carson. 20 strings that came down to the last box of the 20th string. He ends up throwing a double strike, whatever, in the last string to beat me by 5. 10. He beat me by 20 up in Bangor. He was 12.55 to 12.35. And then we went down to Augusta, and I was 13.95 to 13.85.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We put on a show. And Chip threw a double in the last box, which he needed, obviously, because he was losing until Chip went Chip and threw the double at me.
So can I actually make a plug for something too?
You sure can.
So this has nothing to do with anything I'm running, but I actually talked to Rob Ficara today on the phone. So for the listeners, Rob Ficara is the owner of Exeter Lanes in Exeter. So as some of you may know, we had a big money match a couple months ago. It was Nate Lees and I versus Sean Baker and Sean McKinley, $500 a head, winner take all. So they're actually doing another one of those matches in September, and I believe it's September 25th. It's a Saturday. But it's September 25th. I don't have the time yet, and I don't know if there's been anything posted, but the second match has been announced. Rob told me that's when the second match is. So the returning winners, who are Sean Baker and Sean McKinley, they're going to bowl John Winchell and Brian Fuller Jr. for $500 a head, winner take all. But what Rob is doing, and this is, again, just my plug for Rob, because he's such an excellent proprietor, a great friend of mine. He does so much for this game. I have nothing but incredible, amazing things to say about Rob, because, as you know, Mark, he does so much for us.
I will absolutely reiterate that sentiment. Ever since we've been here at Riverwalk, even he's been one of those guys that I get a random phone call every week. Hey, how you guys doing down there? Do you need anything? He's the closest guy to me here that has the same kind of machines that I do. We have little different machines here than most places. So he's been the first guy, him and the other guy, Darren, his mechanic there. They've called up many times. How you guys making out? How you doing? Do you need any help with anything? Just salt of the earth kind of people up there. Legit. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Great staff, great family, great everything. But but anyway, so that's going to be happening. So that's an exciting match. But that brings me to my other thing. So Rob is going to be throwing $500 towards the prize fund for the winners.
Nice.
Which he did for our match.
Yep.
And so Rob actually said that he'll do this a few times a year. So I believe after this, there might be a couple main guys that actually are next in line to take on this challenge. But Rob said that he'll commit to doing this 3 or 4 times a year. But I just wanted to make a plug for that match, because that's going to be awesome. It's some big money going on. Great bowling alley, great bowlers.
I'm really looking forward to bowling there in the Sunday, the once a month pro league.
That's an awesome.
I really
thoroughly enjoy it. Good
I really
action,
can't wait.
Good food, very comfortable place to bowl.
I bowled there once. Well, that's where Nate and I had our Chicha NEKO. I don't know, one of the ones down there.
It was NEKO.
The NEKO match was at Exeter, and I just once I got past the fact that the score table was right where I swing my arm.
Yeah, you get used to it.
I got used to it. It took me like 3 or 4 boxes to just be like, shit, okay, do something a little bit different just to get that motion going. But no, I'm really looking forward to bowling in that. Should be a good time. last thing, because we've kind of gone over, but that's okay. This has been a good conversation. Two things.
Wicked.
You guys, Maki, you run the Riverwalk Friday Pro League team, correct?
Yes, I've been the captain of the team for the last few years. Yep.
And Freshy, you run the Metro. Now, one of you guys just picked up one of the greatest subs ever. Oh, Freshy, that was you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Did you get Gim Dodero?
You got me to. When did we talk? I thought I can't come over to
not
the state.
talking about you, Cal.
Yeah.
No way.
So
Yeah.
I only have one request, and that's Freshy, and that's when you got a bowl Marky's team, Riverwalk, let me be a sub that week.
We can maneuver that. I don't see why
If
not.
you can.
I'm actually gonna be missing. I'm gonna be missing a couple weeks, but that's actually something like, and I'll give you plenty of heads up. So be ready.
I don't think have you
for-
gotten the full schedule yet? I don't think the email with all the official schedule has come out yet, has it?
No, I haven't seen it, but I know I'm missing a couple weeks because I'm doing some traveling late October. Actually, I think I'm gonna be missing back-to-back weeks now that I think about it, but whatever. I'll let you sub in for me, Timmy.
Yeah, just tell me when, and if I can, I definitely make one of them. If I can't make both, then
Yeah,
figure that out.
See, but you know who I do have on my sub roster? I have Brian on my sub roster. I have Big Brian Athern. So what I'll do is if you sub against me here, then I'll make sure one of my guys just can't make it. And I'll line up Brian against you, and I'll turn the cameras on and we'll live stream that he beat you by about 45 pins. And then
So let me get this straight.
That'll be on the webs, the interwebs there for a long,
So let me get this straight. You're gonna say that if I bowl at Riverwalk 3 strings, if Brian bowls at Riverwalk 3 strings, that Brian's gonna beat me by 45?
That's what I just said. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he stuttered.
Okay.
I think.
You might want to ask Brian this, and he's not here to defend himself, so I won't say anything. We'll bring it up next week when he's here to defend himself.
That's fine. Brian's my tag team partner on 2 different shows. I think him and I have been together long enough where I can speak for the man.
Okay.
I know enough about him.
In the 10, 12, 15 plus years that he and I have been bowling together, he has never, ever in the history of evers beat me by that much.
That's absolutely perfect because that means he's due. And that means you're just too overconfident about the situation.
I'm not overconfident at all.
I'd stop this right now.
If I may, the only thing that I'd be interested in is if Metro takes, majority points. So,
and that's all I care about. If I'm subbing, is that
You're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely right.
Brian can beat me by 100 if he wants, as long as I help Metro take 8 points.
If you lose by 100, you're probably not taking 8 points.
It'll be funny watching you stand next to Matt Penkel because I get laughed at all the time.
Is Stretch back on the team this year?
Oh yeah, he's coming back.
Oh, that's good. I haven't talked to that kid in so long. I love Stretch. I love that kid. I hope he's doing good.
I'm excited.
I've stood next to Penkel before. I've walked under his legs. Don't worry.
Yeah, a lot of us do. A lot of us do.
Oh yeah.
He has to bend down to shake your hand. That's how tall this man is.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward. So obviously the last thing is, Freshy, explain to the world why you would leave Pricewood Florence, who you are very good friends with, to pull a Kevin Durant. Hold on. To pull a Kevin Durant.
No.
Is that a basketball?
Try to chase why are you trying to chase the ring when you should have done the Giannis thing and stayed with what you started?
Oh, no.
Hashtag ABL. Hashtag suck it. Hashtag do it for Jerry. Hashtag you suck.
Hashtag
I'm done.
In all fairness, you would have done the same thing, so I don't want to hear it out of you.
Hold on. I was asked. Guess what I said?
What? When were you asked?
I was asked before you, buddy. Just saying, this is on record. We are recording. I said no.
You decided. I don't know if I want to stir the pot right now, buddy.
I said no.
I said didn't exactly pan out for you, though. I mean,
God, I wish I
Main
had some
event?
popcorn right now.
Oh, me too. I'm gonna
No,
go
no, no,
make
no.
some. This is gonna
No.
be
Don't
great.
bring up main
I
event.
was on-
Those are bad.
I was on
feelings
pri-
about
I
main
was
event.
on
I was
price-
on that team too. That hurt.
I was on
Oh,
prices, dude. And I got asked.
That was when, was it after Moncton?
I'm just saying, some
Was
of
it
us
after-
stayed
hold
true
on.
to their word.
No, don't.
I'm just
defer.
kidding. I was never asked. I just want to give you shit.
No shit. All right. You bastard.
Oh, guy. Oh, my God. I had you cornered for a second, too.
You did? I sucked in Moncton. Why would they ask me?
I don't know. Maybe
If they were gonna ask me, they would have asked me either after last year, after I beat you, like I did most
You
of the
suck
time.
in Moncton. Freshie sucks everywhere, and
year.
they still asked him.
I know.
So I don't see what
Hold
you're.
on.
I don't see what you're
Wait,
Wait,
pointing.
Calvin's still in
Hold
this
on,
call?
hold on.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm just listening.
He's
I didn't know
he's
he was still in
listening.
the call. Holy
I'm
shit.
just enjoying.
Hold on a second, Calvin. I'm pretty sure
So-
I averaged higher than you in Moncton, though.
When?
The last time we were there.
Yeah, but
I-
Freshy, there's a difference though.
No way.
You may have averaged more than him, but pretty
Yeah,
sure
he
they
won.
won.
I know.
So I will say this: while I have Freshy here, and I want to say, in all fairness, and in all with everybody listening, by far one of my favorite teammates that I've had. I loved fucking bowling with the dude. Loved bowling with Freshy. He was fantastic to bowl for. It sucks that we lost him. I mean, we got better by him going because we picked up guys, but you know, it sucks. I will tell you though, the funniest Freshy story ever in the history of Evers. So in Moncton on Tuesday, we're all riding over in Nate's vehicle, this shit ass rental that just how it made it up there. I have no idea. Oh my God, that thing was a pile. But anyway,
we're all a rejection sticker on it.
We're all obviously it's Tuesday morning. We're all fucking pumped. We're all happy, you having fun, and you know we're driving from the hotel and we're yelling out the window at people, and you know like the big thing back then, of course, was Jeffrey didn't kill himself. Obviously, Epstein didn't kill himself. We all know that. So we're yelling that out the window, and we're laughing with tears, laughing. We get to the bowling alley, and we're still yelling, Epstein didn't kill himself. And now we're starting to warm up, and now the first ball is thrown. We're still having a good time. And out of the middle of nothing, Freshy yells, "Do it for Jerry!" So I stopped for a second, and I'm pretty sure I was up on the lane, and I turned around and was like, "Who the fuck is Jerry?"
Yeah.
And Freshy looks at me and he goes, "Jerry Epstein." And I'm like, "Jerry Epstein? What was that, Jeffrey's brother?" And we fucking lost it. So all we on was hashtag do it for Jerry. So it's been what, 3 years now. The story doesn't get old. We're still talking about it. We're still laughing about it.
There's also one I'd like to bring up about my good buddy Freshy here. We're going to kick it back to 2018 at Academy when we were bowling the Worlds. Apparently there had been a whole hell of a lot of prop bets on a fantasy football league.
No, that's right.
Yeah. So apparently
that was a cold morning.
That was a very cold morning, but you made everybody. So we're driving into Academy. It's early in the morning. You remember this, Cal?
Yeah.
We're driving into Academy, all of us in the morning, and we're coming up the road. Every one of us is half asleep with a dunks in our hand or something. And we go to pull into Academy, and there's Freshy standing on the corner of the parking lot on the way in right there in a pink tutu, holding a sign that says, "I lost a fantasy football bet," or did it say like McIntosh was the man or something like that?
So, yeah. Yep. I lost to McIntosh in fantasy football.
So the rumor went around the room. That was hilarious. Everybody went from fucking 6 to midnight laughing their asses off. But the rumor that permeated the room later on that day was that there was actually like some Haverhill newspaper that found you and asked you about that. Is that true?
Oh,
What did like
no.
some police come up to you or something and say, "What the hell are you doing?"
No, so these two random guys walked up to me, right? And I'm like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And they were like, "Oh, we just drove by and saw you and wanted to take a picture with you." I was like, "What? Okay, fine." So it gets better because then they posted it to like a public forum. It was like Haverhill Chat or whatever the hell it was. And they ended up posting that photo into there. And they were like, "Oh, this guy had to do a fantasy football punishment, whatever." Funny thing is, my aunt who lives in Haverhill saw that post in that group. She was like, "What the hell?" The funniest part about that though was this school bus of kids drove by, and they're all laughing and pointing at me, and I'm like soaking it in. I'm like, whatever, this is hilarious. I don't.
Dude, you
care.
gotta own it if you're doing it. You gotta own it.
I started waving that wand around like I meant it, though. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my God, that was. I remember that.
There were some good prop bets that had to be paid off that day. We had Jim Ayotte with the flute, and Godwin had to walk around in a Tyrannosaurus outfit saying that like Surratt was #1, or was that Jalbert? Ayotte had to do it. Jalbert had a T-shirt that said "Jeff Surratt is my king." Like it was. There was some fantastic fantasy football punishments that were going on that day, man. That league is brutal.
I liked in Moncton when McIntosh had to wear the leotard and
Oh
dance.
my God! On Monday,
that was another one. That was Tuesday when we pulled in because we were all laughing our ass off at the whole Jerry shit and the Epstein didn't kill himself and all of this, and then all of a sudden we pull up and there's Mac dancing in the leotard.
And it was like 25 degrees outside Fahrenheit. It was like what? 4 or 5 degrees Celsius out there that day, man, for our Canadian friends up north. She was a cold one that morning. And he's standing out there in this leotard and a clip-on bow tie. Holding the sign. I don't remember what the sign. And he was just gently dancing on the side of this main-ass road where everybody's going to work, laughing, honking their fucking horns.
I think it was like honk if you want me to dance or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Jimbo in tight pants too. Wasn't Jimbo in like a skinny pants or something like that?
Oh, Jimbo had to bowl. He had to warm. Oh no, that was Freshy. He had to warm up in like tights or something.
Yeah,
yoga pants.
It was singles. I had to warm up.
It was all on Monday, in the singles.
I still have those too. Those things are comfy.
I don't. Yeah, you wear them most nights too, don't you?
Comfy.
Coming soon to a bowling alley near you,
my...
Freshy and road yoga pants.
I'd
oh
wear
my
them
God!
If it was for bed, I'd wear it.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. Those were good times, man. Those were some good times. Those were funny.
Calvin, you got anything for our guests before we wrap it up?
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
No.
Go Red Sox. Go Red Sox.
Who's your favorite Canadian bowler whose name rhymes with Balvin Rock?
He stole your material, Tim.
He did, and now I've got a bloody nose.
Now he's got a bloody nose.
All right, so let's end the show real quick. Let's end the show.
Yeah, it's a good one too.
We don't have Brian here to do our cast off. Did anybody?
No, I'll do it. So anyway, folks, as a reminder, episode 69 is coming up. The Roast of Tim Matero.
Yes.
Please, Freshy, do you even know about the roast?
I do.
Have you got your roast in yet?
No. I mean,
well,
I don't.
Please make we're asking everybody, if you know Tim, or actually more importantly, if you do not know Tim, to send us.
Make fun of his bloody noses.
Oh, I've already got a good one.
Like a 60-second to 5-minute clip of you roasting us. Remember, everybody, if you're watching this, it's in fun. Please take the joke. No butthurt, no nothing. We're all going to get it. We're going to give it to Tim. He's going to give it right back to every one of us. This is a goof and a goof only. But please make a good roast. If you don't know how to roast somebody, look on the old school YouTube and you can find out like the old Dean Martin celebrity roast or the Comedy Central roast recently. Yep. See the Justin Bieber roast if you want to see one of the funniest roasts you've ever seen in your life. Bieber sucks, but they torch this bastard. But definitely check it out. Send it to, I'm doing the editing for the show. Please send it to my Google Drive,
Dropbox. Yep.
LockyPins@gmail.com. If you're going to search it up, please drop it in there. I'll get it. I got Jeff Walsh's earlier today. I haven't watched it yet, but I know it's going to be violent. I know Jeff a long time, so please get it done. 1 to 5 minutes. Send it over to us, and we will. I believe it's Labor Day weekend, that Monday.
Yep.
We'll be having the first annual Ripping the Rack podcast roast of the great, sometimes unintelligible, Tim Matero.
Sometimes.
So again, that will be easiest ways to get your video in is, again, Google Dropbox. Make your video, download it to Google Drive, and then share it to MahkyPinz. That's NAHKYPINZ @gmail.com. Oh my goodness, this is a good one. I got to stop doing blow, I guess. I don't know.
Hey.
Just smoke weed. It's easier, man. I'm
Just
telling you.
smoke weed.
It's so much easier.
As usual, you guys get your questions, comments, concerns to rippingtherackpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter @Ripping the Rack Podcast. And you can find us on YouTube @Ripping the Rack Podcast, of course. You can hear us Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcast, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and of course, iTunes and iHeartRadio. We would like to thank our special guest, and I say special guest, Freshy. We appreciate having you on. Thank you for being you. Thank you for putting up with our stuff. I still think you suck, but that's okay. It's out of love.
Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Love you too, Broseph.
Yeah,
good times. And as usual, you can find us on Tuesday mornings and Friday mornings. Friday, of course, will be anything but candlepin bowling. Usually me just being a dumbass and the other three trying to get me back on track. And then, of course,
ending the show very, very quickly so we don't get thrown off of YouTube permanently. But either way, you'll have to watch it.
If the necrophilia jokes didn't get us thrown off, then there's not really much that's going to get us thrown off.
Bad.
Or the high school shooting joke.
Or the high school shooting joke from Calvin. Anyway, you can also reach Mark. You can also see Marky and Brian on Sunday evenings, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/Johnny Deathdrop. And their Dudes and Belts chatcast. Other than that, Freshy, thank you. And
oh shit! I just realized I left the belt up on the wall over here from last night when we did the show. I forgot to take it down last night.
Well, that's okay. It's been there.
I left the belt up there. Holy shit! I forgot.
It's been there. So appreciate it, guys. We'll talk later.
Night, everybody.
Thanks, guys.